Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another spectacular event here at Kuch Khaas. This is the Speak Out event, and essentially, this event is all about, can anybody guess it? Speaking out, all right? Freedom expression. My name is Asim Bajo, and I'm basically going to be your moderator and host for this spectacular event where we have young people from a variety of universities in Islamabad who will be talking about drug abuse amongst the youth.
Okay, as you all are already aware of the fact that our youth is moving towards a massive catastrophe by getting involved in drugs, especially what kind of drugs? A teenager used to smoke cigarettes that are obvious and are available from every shop, right? And they should not be available at first hand. First of all, shopkeepers have to do the first thing. And before shopkeepers, you know whose responsibility is this? It is the responsibility of parents, because charity always begins from your own home. If a father is smoking in front of his young child, how can you expect the young child not to do smokes? Because his father is already doing it in front of him. So, first of all, that thing has to be rectified at your own home. Later on, you can come on the society and then you can tell them, okay, not to do smokes. Because, first of all, you have to do it for your own self. Don't expect from anybody else. किसी से आप उम्मीद नहीं रख सकते यार कि मैं drugs ले रहा हूँ, openly कर रहा हूँ. You know, smoking has become more of an unethical activity, right? But nobody considers it unethical anymore because it is a part of daily routine. हमारी रोज़मर्रा ज़िंदगी का एक हिस्सा बन चुका है. We don't consider it unethical anymore. The second thing is a relief from tensions. Whenever we are tensed, हम किसी situation में होते हैं, हम क्या देखते हैं? Take out cigarettes, start smoking it. Go for alcohol. Why? Because we want to run away from the reality so that the pictures can get in some kind of smoke. We cannot see it properly. Is that the thing? Seriously, it is not going to help you at all because doing drugs is killing you morally as well as socially. आपको environment में वो चीज़ नहीं मिलेगी जो आप खुद environment को दे रहे हैं. If you're destroying the environment by your own hands, अपनी आपकी ज़ात को अगर आप अपनी smoke से या अपने alcohol करने से नुकसान दे रहे हैं तो आप environment से कोई गिला नहीं कर सकते कि हमें कोई मसला दे रहा है. Third thing, doing drugs is more of a fashion. In Pakistan especially, children do it because they want to put their reputation in the society so that we are now grown-ups. एक 14 साल का बच्चा smoke क्यों कर रहा है? क्योंकि वो समझता है कि अगर मैं smoke करूँगा तो आसपास के लोग यही समझेंगे कि मैं बड़ा हो गया.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yasir Faraz and I am here to speak out on drug abuse among youth. As you know, during past several years, there has been a renewed national concern about drug abuse, culminating in the current war on drugs. Now the question is, who is drug-addicted person? A drug addict is said to be someone whose life has become dependent on drugs, hence drug abuse. Nowadays, unfortunately, the young people like you and me are easily becoming victim of drugs, as like peer pressure, the pressure from their friends, and then they tend to have a taste of these drugs. And once it is done, they continue to take it in the long run and become addicted. The most common example in our daily life is cigarette. The young people usually start from cigarette and then so on. Now the question is, why is this all happening? I think this is all happening just because of drug mafias. Nowadays, the drug mafias are more active in schools and colleges. That's why our young people are more exposed to the drugs. Respected listeners, I think there is one more primary cause of drug abuse, and that is depression, like tension and frustration in our society. Like when certain things happen to someone that is considered to be very sad and disheartening, then that person starts thinking about the best way to become happy. And here, once more the use of hard drug will come in, which later on turns to a habit. A drug abuse can be affected in three main terms. One of them is social, as he involves himself in socially illegal or immoral activities, which badly damage his social circle. The second one can be financial effect. Suppose if someone is addicted, then he will need drugs to be normal. For this, he will surely need some money. To get money, he can use any unethical resource, like robbing, like selling his personal assets. And in short, you may say that person just thinks beyond the limits. And the most important third one is by health. As you know, my respected listeners, our more advanced research shows us that how these drugs work as slow poison. So that's why the need of the hour is to educate our youth about the effects and danger of the drug abuse by arranging such seminars in schools and colleges to keep our youth updated so they can avoid this life-ruining thing.
I am Somia, Somia, from Iqra University, and today I'm going to be discussing the topic drug abuse among youth. Well, we all know that life is a beautiful gift of our Lord Allah, and it is a gift that is pure, that is precious, and that is beautiful. Now, it has different stages, different phases, and different parts. And on every part, every stage, and every phase of our life, we tend to do different things. Like we have different behavior, we have different style, we respond to things differently. And the reason why we respond, we have this different, behavior and stuff, is because of two things. There are two main things that number one is guidance, and number two is influence. Now, guidance commonly comes from parents, teachers, and our friends. And what actually happens is sometimes we get into a wrong group of friends, and the guidance coming to us becomes the negative one. It becomes the negative one, and that is the point from where the problems start. A human goes into mental stress, personality disorder, and most of what the youth is getting addicted to most of the time is, of course, drugs.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that today we are here to speak out on drug abuse among the youth. Nowadays, drug abuse among the youth is an increasing problem in our affluent societies. Especially with the passage of time, this is becoming popular among the youth. But how this is becoming popular and what are the circumstances of drug abuse among the youth? This is the question mark for all of us. Mainly, there are two primary causes of drug abuse among the youth. Most teens probably see their drug use as a casual way to have fun, like shisha, and the other one is to release depression. No doubt, teens are also indirectly targeted by providing drugs in different tastes, styles, colors, and trends by drug mafia. But the problem is that in all cases, there are great chances of drug addiction. This later on turns into a habit with the danger of serious side effects. Ladies and gentlemen, drug addiction side effects may be both physical and psychological, including isolation, behavioral, and health problems. The process of recovery is long-term and requires multiple treatments approaches, like giving beliefs, engage in treatment, environmental change, like as company, living place, school, and college, and finally, giving medications. So, there is a strong need of awareness about drug abuse and their side effects by organizing such an events and seminars. Thank you.